strain or an ankle or something's going to happen where he's going to miss X number of games this year. So the idea is you got to stay afloat with your two other superstars, right? And Carmelo was icing on the cake, and maybe Dwight and Rondo would be more some cherries on top, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you should be good enough to be better than 8-8 if I give you 12 out of the first 16 at home. And even your road games are San Antonio and Oklahoma City. Go ahead.
Skip, I will concede this. But we're talking about, yes, Melo's going to the Hall, Dwight's going to the Hall, but they're not the players that we thought of, that we think of in their prime. They're not the players that that through their play earned the right to go into the Hall. They're different players now. They're very good players, but you mentioned the reason why you got Russ is that when LeBron takes nights off or LeBron is gone for 2 weeks, you have two superstars.
Even if he just load manages a back-to-back, you just need them. That was the whole idea. Because on superstardom, star power, wouldn't you take Russ over Buddy Hield? Well, sure you would, on marquee value. And so LeBron opted for that over a Buddy Hield who's not viewed as a star.
He's right.
He's off Broadway.
And Russ played well. Skip, I thought Russ played well last night.
You could argue he had his best game last night.
15 assists with 3 turnovers. But what did we need? You can't let Giannis do that, AD. You
can't. And by the way, before I launch on all my other points, I don't know what defenses they were playing in the second half. It actually overall was pretty effective because I'm going to remind you, they went into last night's third quarter with the worst point differential in third quarters in the league. They were getting blown off the floor in the third quarter, and they won the third quarter 30-21. That is progress. That puts you in position to win. The one guy you couldn't consistently stop was obviously that guy, 47 points worth. Again and again, they're playing different zones, and for some reason, AD really wanted no part of head-to-head with Giannis. I kept looking up, and THT at 6 feet 4 inches tall was trying to wrestle with Giannis. Well, what are you going to do? What can you do at 6'4" against that?
And we talked about this, Skip. They keep the Lakers until they start find a way to defend the pick and roll or the pick and pop, because it was either Giannis, they pick and roll, Giannis rolling to the basket, or the pick and pop with Cottington. Skip, you see last night, Chris Middleton struggling. He's 4-12. True Holiday is 3-13. So you see these guys struggling. Just don't let Giannis beat you. And Giannis beat you. They got one guy that's really going off. So you know what, Holiday, you've been in and out of the lineup. You nicked up. Let me see what you got.
Okay.
Not Giannis.
Okay. So here's my problem with the Lakers. For once, on the road, and I told you yesterday at the end of the show, I thought they had a good chance to win. I said, I think they can steal this one tonight. Well, they were in position. All through the fourth quarter, they were in position. Guess what your Lakers did from 3 down the stretch? And I'm going to go all the way back into the third quarter.
They were awful from 3.
Would you believe that they missed their last 16 three-pointers, including 11 in the fourth? 16 total, 11 in the fourth. That's hard to do, to go 0 for your last 16. That is obviously a recipe for losing a road game. And if we could just, I hate to torture you with this, but could we just see, I think these are most of their misses. Here we go. I think this starts in the third quarter. Clank. We're going to see them all in a row. That's our man right there, who actually made a couple, but he Westbricked that one. And somebody's got to make one. There's your man Bazemore. Somebody's got to make one just to break the ice and get some contagion going, right? Somebody's got to. How about Malik Monk? Has he not saved you at home a few times?
And had great looks. These were great looks now.
Okay, that's makeable, right? Not bad. Okay. Somebody's got to make one, because you can't miss all 16. That doesn't work. Malik Monk.
This was good.
Okay, no, a little wide right. Okay, somebody's got to, that's THT, wasn't it? THT?
No, that's Ellington.
Ellington, that's right. Ellington missed that one.
THT.
There he is. A little short. This is the one where I thought, okay, he's got that one. He shot it with conviction. Okay, somebody, guess who? Melo? Nope. It's hard. I feel like I'm watching this on a loop, but these are all misses in a row, and it's wearing me out just to watch it. It's making me tired. Melo misses. Melo had saved you so many times at home.
And he's struggled the last 5 games, Skip. But Ellington, Monk, and Carmelo was 4 of 22 from the 3. Well, and you get looks like that, Skip, on a night that Milwaukee wasn't playing their best ball other than Giannis. this game, like you said, this game was right there for the taking.
Okay. Now, who is I always say, Giannis is not the closer for the other team. Middleton is. Yeah. And Middleton hasn't been there. And Middleton was supposed to be on a pitch count last night. But Middleton was playing to open the fourth quarter, and he made a couple, and then your man Connaughton made another one that was the dagger. And these are the three, if we could see them in a row. These are the three home team threes, starting with the closer. That was a huge shot because that put them up a point, and then that one put them up 5 points. And then
that's his shot.
And this is Connaughton left open in the corner. And I said, as soon as it left his hand, I said, that is money.
Yeah.
And that broke it open, basically, and they never could quite get over the hump after that. Well, you got to make 1 3 here or there, right?
Well, Skip, if they make any of those threes, because Milwaukee was missing shots also, well, if they can make, say 5 of the ones they missed, this is a different ball game, because now all of a sudden, what was a 1 point or 2 point ball game going back and forth, the Lakers are going to be up probably 10 or 11 points.
Okay. This is where I feel sorry for LeBron James. From my heart, feel sorry. Because their body language in the fourth quarter was, we ain't nothing without LeBron. Like, they're all looking at each other like, well, where's Bron? Bron will help. Where's Bron? Save us, Bron. Oh, well, he'll come back Friday. He'll save us Friday. He's in his 19th season. Yeah. Do you wish this upon anybody, let alone year 19 LeBron, to have to feel like the weight of the NBA world is on his shoulders to come back and save this team with 4 other, maybe 5 other potential Hall of Famers?
Skip, he's that medicine that if you take it, you're going to be okay.
Okay, but at some point, doesn't AD have enough pride? Doesn't Russ have enough winner's pride? Because as I always say about Russ, there are too many losers' intangibles in there.
Yeah,
because
okay, so you got to just count him.
Stat show, that's all he is. And he looks at the box score at the end of the game and he says, oh, man, I had 15 assists. I'm good tonight. I can sleep good
3
tonight,
turnovers?
right? Yeah, only 3 turnovers. By the way,
started the game with one.
He started the game with a horrible one. And then at halftime, I looked at the box, and he had 4 turnovers, and I tweeted about it because 4.5 is not cool.
He's on 8 pace.
He's on a pace for 8. Maybe he even threatened that quadruple. But the point was they took one away sometime at halftime. I guess they looked back at it and decided, I don't know which one it was, but they gave him a break.
Right.
So 3 by his standards looks pretty good because he is still running away. He's #1 in the league in turnovers. He is 83, which is 4 clear of James Harden.
But, Skip, if you think about it, when LeBron is in the lineup, with any teams he's played for, they win 66% of the time. When he's not out of the lineup, they only win 36% of the time. So we see the impact that he has, but it's hard for me to say that he's ever played with a guy more talented in his prime than Anthony Davis.
Well, how many times have we said that on this show?
Now, look, Skip, yeah, he played with Shaq, but when he played with Shaq, Shaq wasn't Shaq.
Agreed.
I do.
In Cleveland, yeah.
I'm going to say Dwayne Wade is a better player. I'm not saying he's more talented than Anthony Davis, but AD needs to have a mind. Skip, I look at it like myself, and maybe I'm not as talented as AD in my sport as AD is in his. But me, I play the position at 228 pounds. DK Metcalf outweighs me. Julio Jones outweighs me. Calvin Johnson outweighs me by damn near 20 pounds.
And all those guys are faster than you
All those guys are faster than me. But I played a position where I needed to catch the ball like a wide receiver, but sometimes I needed to block like an offensive lineman.
You did.
The difference was my mindset. I said, you're not dominating me today. AD needs to adopt the mindset. I'm a top 5. Damn it. Giannis, me and you going head to head.
Okay, you know and I know. More games are won with minds than bodies.
That's
minds over bodies. It's always mind over body, right?
Yes.
They're all talented. They all got high degrees of gift.
What do they do, Skip? What is Giannis? Giannis' first 8 points, what were they? Dunks and layups.
Yeah.
I said, okay, y'all let them get it. You can't let a guy like that see the ball because you're like, oh, man, it's a freeway today. I'm just going to go down the lane. But if I'm AD, every time he make a shot, come here, bring me that ball.
Okay.
I'm going right back at it. Me and you.
All right, so what's the great equalizer in today's basketball? It's the three-point shot.
Yeah.
So what were you the last 2 years, including the bubble year and last year? You were 21st, so you weren't a very good three-point shooting team in percentage.
Right.
Now you're 14th, so you're middle of the package. You're even a little above average.
Right.
Well, that should be good enough that somebody should step up, even without LeBron, and say, well, I got this.
Right.
I can make one.
Right.
Nobody could step up. They kept looking. THT has been
He's
A
been the best
revelation.
player. Yeah,
Seriously.
he's played unbelievable.
I keep saying he's only 20. He looks like he's 30, and he plays like he's 30.
You can tell he's within the gym this offseason.
Okay, so you got all this firepower, and you still obviously don't have a reason. You don't have Kendrick Nunn. But I'm looking at what you've accomplished. Even with LeBron, you went 4-2. The wins were at home over Memphis, who is now 7-7, and they're pretty good. But that's
right.
Okay. I got you. And then you beat Cleveland at home. They're actually a little bit of a surprise at 9-7. But okay, I'll give you that. And then you beat Houston in back-to-backs at home.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, thus far the most impressive win is Miami.
And that was without LeBron.
Yeah,
that's correct. They won in overtime when Tyler Hero missed 2 big shots. At the end of overtime, one to tie and one that could have won the game, right?
Yes.
And then you beat Charlotte, who's, they're having a good year.
They're pretty good. They beat the 2 best teams in basketball.
They did. They're 9-7 now. So they're just, they eked above 500, but they're decent. They're credible.
Right.
They're a legit basketball team now, and you beat them in overtime at home. So both your 2 statement wins were in overtime at Staples. There's something wrong with this picture. Again, when I think they don't play defense in the second half last night, I thought they did play defense.
They held them to 45 points.
Yeah.
They played defense.
Right.